Hello, we're Solavei, we're social, and we're coming to hundreds upon hundreds of socials all across the United States today with thousands upon thousands of our Solavei members, their friends, their families, many seeing Solavei for the very first time, a company that has truly created a social commerce revolution across the United States and soon to be around the world. And I'm so thankful that I have the opportunity to be with each and every one of you today. You know, these socials that are taking place right now across the country, it's happening inside of coffee shops, Starbucks, it's happening inside of restaurants, living rooms, houses, offices. It's happening in community centers where today's socials that are taking place with Solavei, so individuals can see why this company has become one of the fastest growing mobile services companies in the United States. And I'm excited to have an opportunity over the next few minutes to tell you why. For a moment, just to tell you a little bit about myself so you know exactly who I am. My name is Wuerch. I'm the founder and CEO of Solavei. A little bit of my background is I spent almost 2 decades now in the technology and the telecommunications industry. I've had 3 successful exits. My last company I founded in early 2001, and I had an idea of creating a global leader in mobile data services and solutions. Grew that company over a course of about a 10-year period into the public markets and created approximately $1.2 billion in value for all of our shareholders. And it was the summer of 2011 that I made a decision to retire. And I thought that would be for several years of spending time with my family and traveling after spending over a decade and growing that company. And that lasted all but a few weeks, because here's what happened. I found myself in the fall of 2011 where I told my wife, I said, you know, one day when I get back re-engaged into building what's next, I want to do it around the core values in my life. I went away for a couple of weeks and I came back and I established 5 key values, 2 of which I'm going to tell you about because it's a big part of the foundation of Solavei. Value number 1, I said, whatever I do next, I want to do it with people I like, love, and trust. And what I can tell you is this. I get to do that every day now with tens of thousands of Solavei members who I get to be arm in arm with, people that I like, that I trust, and that I look forward to every single day of an opportunity to build an incredible industry transforming company together with. Number 2, the second value, I said whatever I do next, I wanted to positively impact millions of people's lives around the world. Another thing I get to say today is I'm so excited that I have the opportunity to do that now, and seeing that millions upon millions upon millions of dollars just in the last few months has been paid to Solavei members for being the voice of Solavei to those individuals that they knew and that they know. Here's where I found myself. In the fall of 2011, I saw some of the key trends that were taking place not just here in the United States, but really from a global macro standpoint. Trends are really affecting behavior of consumers today. And I believe it's these trends that are creating great opportunity for individuals to personally benefit because of what's taking place around them. The first trend that I saw in the fall of 2011 was that of the economy. You know, worst condition today since the Great Depression. You know, the average household income in the United States, 50%, is making less than $45,000 a year. 30% of homes in the United States making less than $30,000 a year. The second trend that I saw was that of social. And you know, we've all seen how social media has really transformed our life and how we act, how we interact, how we share, how we take in information. I mean, who would have thought, you know, just 5 years ago that you'd be so connected to so many people, literally many of you, hundreds, some of you thousands of people you're connected to through Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Pinterest and the many other social networks. But how many of you have thought you would be sharing the type of things that you do openly to so many people? The third trend that I saw was that of mobile. And you know, the mobile industry is an industry that I've been a part of and around for a very long time. You know, 300 million mobile phone users in the United States. 5 billion around the world, soon to be 6 billion mobile phone users around the world. You know, this little device has become a DNA imprint of who we are. We can't even think about ever leaving it at home in the morning because we're so connected to it. You know, today the average phone bill in the United States is $71. There's 26 million iPhone users that are spending more than $100 a month We can't live without it. The fourth trend that I saw was the industry of what I like to call social selling or social sharing. And it's really comprised of a couple of different things. One, I saw what was happening with Amazon, what was happening with Groupon, with referral marketing and affiliate marketing, more of a person-to-person. I saw what was happening with the $100+ billion industry of direct sales, companies like Avon and companies like Mary Kay, where it was a person-to-person type of sharing effect that people had to transfer a good or a service. But more importantly, what I saw is what was happening and what is happening within the advertising industry. An industry today that is over $140 billion. We're all a part of it. In fact, we get bombarded by thousands upon thousands of advertisements every single day. Well, Nielsen, one of the largest and one of the very best research firms in the world, came out with some information, some data recently that said 47% of people trust mass market advertising of radio, television, print. And what that really said to me was not that the 47% of people trusted, but really what it wasn't saying was 53% of people not trusting it. Meaning, over $70 billion of advertising that is spent is wasted. I mean, think about yourself. When's the last time you went and bought something because you saw it on a billboard? Or the last time you went and bought something because you heard a radio spot? But yet, some of their same data said this: 97% of people trust when a friend recommends them to something of value and of quality. I mean, think about your favorite restaurant, or maybe it's the dentist you go to, or maybe it's where you get your hair done. How did you get to those places? Probably a friend recommended you to it, and so you went there. Well, here's where I found myself. In the fall of 2011, I saw these four trends ultimately converging. And it's these four trends that in October of 2011, everything that we have now created as a company, in 2011, October, I put down on paper and has now become Solavei. And we saw those four trends converge to create the opportunity that we all have today. And here's what we did. We created a platform, the very first social commerce platform that's ultimately redefining commerce as we know it today, because our social commerce platform is enabling individuals like you to fully leverage the social graph. And what I mean by social graph, that's made up of all of the social networks like Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and LinkedIn and the myriad of others. Fully leverage that to create recurring person-to-person economic relationships. All to underpin a mission that we have as a company is this: to make commerce less expensive, but yet profitable for our members. And let me break that down for you. The making commerce less expensive, think about Costco for a second. Costco, the founders, Senegal and Brotman, what did they do? They took the collective buying power of millions of their members to leverage, to drive down price for all of their members with the goods and services that they buy, and they would pass all those savings along to the members for their benefit. We're doing the exact same thing as a company. The second part of this, though, is where we go a bit further, a lot further, is we also make it profitable, taking the hundreds of billions of dollars that is spent in advertising, move those dollars to the greatest advertising voice known to man today, which is people. And here's what we did. I brought together some of the greatest minds in technology, in telecommunications, and financial services, individuals that have been the senior executives of some of the largest multi-billion-dollar companies that saw the vision of Solavei and said, you know what, I want to be a part of creating what has never been done before. And we built a platform that enables our members to do four things. One, it enables our members to pay less for goods and services. Number two, it enables our members to pay less for goods and services that you're already using every single day. Number three, enabling our members to be connected through a natural sharing environment, through a community, through a network. And number four, enable our members to earn income when they do what you do naturally, when you like something and it's great value and it's great quality, you share it with those that are closest to you, enabling you to earn income. And it's in doing this that we created Solavei's social commerce platform, where you as an individual can benefit and take advantage of a company that's become one of the fastest growing companies in the United States today. And here's what we did. We began first with mobile because we knew it would create mass market momentum. Why we started with this device is a couple of reasons. One, there's 300 million mobile phones in the United States. Over 80% of the population of those phone users, over 240 million people, are spending more than $50 a month every single month for the mobile phone bill. Now, When you also think about that, the 26 million that are spending over $100, or even maybe you think about yourself, what are you spending today, or the person you talk to? Most people, it's 60, 70, 80, 90 plus dollars a month on their mobile phone bill. We're brought to the market $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, or better yet, free for thousands of people that are a part of Solavei. And how did we do that? Well, we had some of the largest mobile operators at the beginning of 2012 vigorously competing to be the exclusive network behind Solavei's platform. We ultimately chose T-Mobile, an incredible partner, nationwide 4G network. But what this does, because we started with mobile, it allows us to deliver upon a couple of things. One, it creates an economic conduit between us and our Solavei members. And because you're already spending money every single month on your mobile phone bill, you're not having to do something you're not already used to doing, except we're delivering a value to you from day one that's more times than not, it's going to be less than what you've already been spending. But more importantly, number two, what it does is it actually establishes a communication conduit. What do I mean by that? A communication conduit is when I can have something of value and very easily, very naturally be able to share it with you. We're able to do that directly through this device. And we're able to now, because we have this communication conduit, and we now literally have tens of thousands of members throughout the United States, that as we as a company bring other goods and services to our members, one, can be able to see it directly on the top of their phone, and more importantly, begin using it and now experiencing great value and great benefit for themselves. We'll have things brought to our Solavei members such as cable, financial services, retail, which we announced just a few months ago, Solavei Retail. And what is that? That is where some of the largest brands, some of the very best brands, such as Walmart and Sam's and Burger King and Safeway and a myriad of others, hundreds of great partners and brands you're already shopping with and you're already used to today, you're going to be able to get those things that you're buying at less cost, but more importantly, those brands are going to be paying Solavei because our members are purchasing from them. A percentage of each dollar that is purchased by our Solavei members will get paid back to Solavei, and of which we take 50 cents of every single dollar of gross profit, pay it directly into the compensation plan for the benefit of our members. Now, why is this so important? This is the true reality of what a social commerce platform is. It's where our members can be a part of it and embrace it for themselves, to where you can get the benefit of everything that comes through this platform every day. And you think about Amazon for a second. You know, Amazon, when they started, Jeff Bezos, when he started that company, many people thought he started a book company on the internet. What people didn't realize is that's not what he was doing. What he started was a distribution platform that happened to start with books. That was the exact same thing that we are doing today. We are a social commerce platform beginning with mobile because of the mass market momentum that it creates. And that's why we see so much momentum happening already throughout the United States. You know, if you see the opportunity that we have, the $49 a month unlimited, against all the other offers that are out there from the largest mobile operators, and you see it's unparalleled with Solavei on such an incredible network. But more importantly, what we do that no one else does is, for every 3 people, which we call a trio, we pay our members $20 a month. There's so much more associated with the compensation plan that you can be able to get more information on, but just on that alone, for every 3 people that begins using Solavei as their mobile service provider, you're making $20 a month. And I love seeing the thousands upon thousands of members that today have free mobile service, all because they became the voice for Solavei. And what we did is we made this incredibly simple. We have combined social media, we have combined social sharing, and we combined mobile to redefine commerce as we know it. Starting first with this $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. We have taken the social graph of all the social media companies that you know today and used those natural connections that already all of our members have with hundreds and some thousands of their friends that are associated with them. We built a platform, our social commerce platform, that very naturally connects the value, the quality, the offer, along with the relationships you've already got, connecting those two together to make it easy for you to just share Solavei with others. And when you share it, and they enroll because they too want the benefit, the value as well, you're the one that ultimately gets paid. And this is the mass market momentum we've seen created as we brought Solavei to the market. And you may ask, well, how's it worked, Ryan? Well, we launched the company live in September of last year, September 21st to be exact. It was a great day. And already today, and we're seeing each month tens of thousands of new members coming into Solavei. Not one advertisement, a billboard, a radio spot, a television commercial has ever been spent by Solavei. It's all happened because of our members naturally sharing Solavei with others, all through a technology that's incredibly simple, enabling our members to share Solavei with those that they know. And to give you a brief example on how this works is, let's say today that I go into Solavei's social commerce platform and I take one of the social graphics that we have in there and I just click share on Facebook and click tweet on Twitter. And here lands on my Facebook page this social graphic, says $49 a month unlimited text data voice 4G nationwide or free. Well, you see it one day, you're looking at it and you say $49, how do I get free mobile service? I've never seen a Solavei retail store. I've not seen a television or a radio spot about Solavei. Here's my response. You're not going to. Here's what happened. It was the fall of 2011. And I saw that year that the mobile operators in the United States spent over $12 billion in advertising, in sales, and in marketing, basically to get the 300 million mobile phone users in the country back and forth from each other. And I said, there's a better way. What would happen if we took just $1, $2, maybe $3 billion of that $12 billion that's being spent and move it to people and positively impact their life by being the voice of Solavei with others? We could truly transform how business is done. Well, that's exactly what we did. And in this case, if I just introduce Solavei to 2 trios, 6 people, Solavei is going to pay me $40 a month for just doing that. That means that $49 a month mobile services bill that I've been paying every month is now only costing me $9 a month. And I love hearing some of the stories of people that were paying $100 and $120, and just the $49 a month saved the money. But then on top of it, when they started seeing their friends and their family all begin using Solavei, just like one day they may have started using AT&T or Verizon or Sprint, now using Solavei, they too are seeing their monthly services bill be even lower than that $49. Well, that creates a point of interest. But here's where we've taken it even further. We wanted to build this all around the natural behaviors that our members already have. We know that when people today are connected in community, it creates a natural sharing environment. And we all do that today in the social networks that we're part of. And we built an entire community inside of My Solavei to where you every day can see what is happening within your own network and what's happening through the broader network of Solavei and how many people. I love seeing the hundreds upon hundreds of stories every single day, whether it's that Solavei is not only providing great mobile phone service and not only enabling individuals to pay less from a phone bill, but because of the earnings people are making where it's paying for groceries, it's paying for a date night, it's paying for a mortgage payment. And here's what we did is we built directly into the platform what I consider to be a very addictive module of My Solavei, and it's this. Every day you're able to see as you've introduced Solavei to people and they began using Solavei for themselves, you're able to every day see what they do when they begin sharing with others as well. You see your network grow. And every time it grows here, very different than Angry Birds, where you don't see any financial benefit by playing Angry Birds. Here, every time you see your network grow, you see the opportunity for you to be earning additional income, all because one day you said yes to $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, and you became the voice for Solavei. We built directly into the technology a notification engine. I'll use this as an example. Let's say that today you're sitting at lunch, and maybe it's 2 months ago that you got involved with Solavei because you like the $49 a month. You maybe shared that first couple weeks with maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 friends of yours. They too like the $49. And all you've done ever since that first couple weeks is you just use your phone every day like you always have. But what happened? Those 6 people probably started talking with their friends too, just what we naturally do when we like something. Well, one day you're sitting at lunch and a little notification pops up in the middle of your phone that says, Amy Carney just got 3 trios and getting free mobile service. Amy happened to be one of your friends that you introduced Solavei to. Well, you love it because it now says Amy Carney got free mobile service, and what do? You hit the Send Congrats button and immediately launches a message directly into the Solavei feed that says, congratulations, Amy, on getting 3 trios and getting free mobile service. But it doesn't just get launched there. It also launches the message directly into Facebook, into Twitter. And here's a message sitting on your Facebook wall that says, congratulations, Amy, for getting free mobile service, for getting 3 trios. Well, what happens? In the next 10 minutes, 11 friends say, how did you get free mobile service? Well, again, that's where we've made it simple for you to simply go into Solavei's outreach management system and take one of the social graphics, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 6 minutes social commercials, very high-end, very well done. Many of you have probably already seen one of them. And all you got to do is put your 5, 10, 15 friends' email addresses in there, click send and share, and let that Solavei commercial do the sharing about Solavei for you, or go directly into Outreach Manager and click share on Facebook on one of the graphics, or click tweet on one of the graphics for Twitter. This is how something has turned from being what was in my mind and had a vision for to a reality that now tens of thousands of people throughout this country are part of Solavei every single day, and seeing the tens of thousands monthly becoming a part of it and seeing great benefit. We're able to go directly into the system. You're able to see all of those people that you've shared Solavei with. Every time they click on one of the emails, every time they click on a guest book, every time they watch one of the videos or click on a graphic, you're able to see who did it and where they are, and more importantly, that when one of your friends, in fact, go directly to your link, solavei.com/ whatever your name is, and they click on it and they enroll into Solavei, you're the one that's getting the benefit for it. And here's what I like to draw a picture around. Today there's about 7,000 Verizon and AT&T retail stores across the United States. Well, do you realize that we already have way, way more than 100,000 individual distribution points because our members are that store. They're the ones every single day, and we have built an entire experience around you that because you naturally share it, and when somebody clicks on it, you're the one that gets the benefit for it. And when a new member comes into Solavei, we wrap our arms around them. They're now part of the community, and it's a big part of this company. If you think about the tagline that we have trademarked, is powered by relationships. This entire company is built upon the relationships of our members, and it's our job here at Solavei to every day make every one of our members feel a part of a community and a company that is all about positively impacting their lives. How do you get involved with Solavei? Well, you go through the enrollment process, and what happens if you do this online, within 2 or 3 days you're going to receive your welcome package with your Solavei SIM card in it and all the information to get started. Just like that day that I took, I carry this iPhone 5 today, and I was spending over $130 a month for my iPhone until I started using Solavei. And all I had to do is take my Solavei SIM card and put it in my iPhone 5, and now I'm only paying $49 a month for incredible high-speed monthly service, and it's phenomenal. Now, what's great though is over 75% of our members that are enrolling daily are enrolling because the person who sponsored them happen to be carrying 10 or 20 SIM cards with them. And so we have, majority of our members have 10 to 20 SIM cards with them, and they're enrolling their friend that's sitting next to them at a cubicle at the office, or sitting with them at Starbucks or at a restaurant, and they're able to, on the spot, take them through the enrollment process, which typically happens in under 6 minutes, and then take and activate them, put that SIM card right in there, and right on the spot they begin saving money, but more importantly also engaged in the community of Solavei to where they can have personal benefit for themselves. But here's the next part, and this is to me what it's all about. Within a week of you enrolling in Solavei, you're going to get your Solavei Visa pay card. Why is this so unique? Well, this is where the millions upon millions of dollars each month are being deposited into our members' Visa pay cards every single month. This is where you can get your money out at an ATM. You can use it anywhere Visa is accepted. You can write a check on it if you want. The power of this card is really creating impact in people's lives by the tens of thousands throughout the United States. And here's how this all works. Let's say you got involved with Solavei 2 months ago. You like the $49 a month, unlimited. Well, you shared it with a few friends. And since that time, all you do is every day is you use your phone like you always have. But here's what happened. Those few friends, they probably did what you did. They started sharing it with other people. Well, let's say your network over the last several months has grown to 80 people in your network. With people that have literally tens of thousands of people in their network already, but let's say it's 80 people. You realize each month we're depositing directly on this, this Solavei Bank of America Visa debit card, your earnings. Now, part of the vision of Solavei is to build a social commerce platform that goes way beyond mobile services. We announced just a short time ago, that Solavei Retail will be launched into the market, where some of the very best brands that you're already shopping at today have become Solavei partners. Brands like Burger King, Walmart, Sam's, and Safeway, just to name a few, but hundreds of the greatest goods and services brands in this country, where you're going to be able to take your Solavei Purple Pay Card, go do what you naturally do every single day, and you go shop there, except now when you go shop there, you're going to be getting better value because you're a part of Solavei. But more importantly, those brands, because now they don't have to spend money on advertising to get Solavei members there, because Solavei members are going there because you're a part of Solavei, and we've got a relationship with them. They're going to be paying Solavei 2 to 12% of each dollar that our Solavei members are taking advantage of. Those offers are going to be paid back to Solavei, of which 50 cents on every dollar goes back to our compensation plan to be paid out to our Solavei members, ultimately creating a virtuous cycle of economic benefit and exchange for each one of our members. So the question I always love to ask is, so how many people do you think in a 60-day period you would share Solavei with, because they too probably would like $49 a month unlimited mobile service and all the benefits that come along with it? I love asking those questions. Well, let's say it just happens to be a trio, 3 people. Do you realize you're now going to be making $20 a month? So that $49 a month phone bill is now only costing you $29 a month. Does that make a difference to your monthly budget? Well, let's say it's 2 trios over a 60-day period, 6 people. That's $40 a month. That $49 a month phone bill is now only $9 a month. If it happens to be 3 trios, which we call free, that is where now you've got 3 trios. We're paying you $60 a month. So in essence, you've got free monthly mobile service. But here is what I love. This is what I've seen over the last few months since we launched this company, where it doesn't stop there. Let's just say 3 of those friends of yours, they had friends themselves, and they shared it with 3 people themselves. You're now making $90 a month, each month landing directly on that pay card. If they happen to introduce it to 6 people, then what happens? You're now making over $120 a month. And what I love is networks typically continue to grow when you have something that's quality, when you have something of great value, to where others can see great benefit for themselves. And better than me just giving you examples like that, let me just read a couple of, I was reading today some of the stories that have come in about Solavei, and we've got these literally by the thousands. I'll read a couple of these to you. Mike said, since I've enrolled in Solavei, I've been able to put groceries in the kitchen, catch up on bills, and move into our dream home. I love Solavei. Just think, that all happened because one day he said yes to $49 a month mobile service. Virginia says, I'm so happy with my mobile service from Solavei. My phone bill went from $89 a month to $49 a month. Great savings. John said, I'm now saving $120 a month, but even better, I now get paid by Solavei and use it to pay for my mortgage, my car payment, and Jimmy John's. Nothing better. David said, Solavei means I have hope for the future that I never felt with my 9-to-5 job. I truly have sun in my veins. Thank you, Solavei. Benny said, I love this one. Benny said, just had a dinner date with my wife at Chili's, and it felt so good to pull out my purple pay card. Thank you, Solavei. As a musician, keeping in contact with producers for work, traveling, I need a reliable network and speed. But now we get paid from a company that gives us unlimited everything. I share Solavei wherever I go just by saying, who's your mobile service provider? How much do you pay per month? And simply replying, Solavei, $49 a month or free. Unlimited everything, and I also earn when I share. Thank you so much, Solavei. Laura said, Solavei is paying for my daughter's braces, date nights with my husband, and remodeled our house. I can't believe my cell phone pays for this. You know, here's what I encourage you to do. In the social that you're in right now, you know, before it's over, I encourage you to talk to some of those that are around you and ask them, what has Solavei done for you? Now, how do you get started? And this is where it all comes down to the mass momentum we've created. You're going to hear, as you're around Solavei, 3 key things. You're going to hear get in, get social, and get free. The first thing is get in. Get in means enroll with Solavei. There's no membership fee. It's just simply $49 a month unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. The first thing is enrolling in Solavei. Become a part of the social commerce revolution. And I do believe this, that many years from now, you're going to look back, just like, you know, if you would have thought many years ago that Facebook today would have over 1 billion people associated with it. I don't believe they really thought that day one. Here's what I can tell you. What we're seeing happen right now, you're going to look back, I believe, years from now and say, I was there right at the beginning. Yes, you know, the company has tens of thousands of members throughout the United States. There's 300 million mobile phone users in the U.S. today. 1%, just 1% is 3 million people. And do you realize over 80% of people, over 240 million people, are spending more than what Solavei is offering today? So number one, get in. Number two is get social. What does that mean? Get social is doing just what we're doing right now, where very easily you can share Solavei with others by whether it's at a coffee shop, at a restaurant, your living room, at the dining room table, at your office, or wherever you may be. You can get social, having your own social, and letting Solavei do the sharing for you. You can go directly into Outreach Manager and you can put in the first 5, 10, 15 of your friends and family's email addresses to one of those commercials, click share, and let them start seeing Solavei as well. You should click on the Facebook graphic. You should click on one of the Twitter graphics and let it be shown and shared to those that are closest with you. Get that first trio. You know, immediately start being a part of this economic shift that's taking place because of how we've moved the millions upon millions of dollars of advertising to the greatest advertising voice, and that's people. Get that first trio, $20 a month, and then keep doing those very same things. Keep sharing. The consistency of sharing is an incredible thing, and then get it free. Those 3 trios is now going to enable you to have free monthly mobile service, but more importantly, set you up where now you have a network that begins growing to where you can have additional benefit because of what they continue to do when they share Solavei with others. Well, bottom line, this is big. We have created the very first social commerce platform, and I'm so glad I had the opportunity today to share it with you because what we've done is we've created a viral effect that is today spreading like wildfire across the United States, and with now hundreds of millions of impressions online and through social because individuals saw the power of Solavei, saw the opportunity that it had, and said, you know what? I want it for me. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to be with you today. I want to thank all of you members that are sharing Solavei every day with those that you know, and for you that are seeing this for the very first time, I look forward to the opportunity to be able to say, welcome to Solavei. We are definitely today marching to 1 million members. You're the ones that are making that happen, and I'm so glad that I get the opportunity to build this great company with you. God bless. And have a great day.